at Campbellsville University in Kentucky, and with me today is Dr. Harlu, the International Education Director. I would like to speak with him about the opportunities and the education prospects that the Indian students will get. Hello, Dr. Harlu.
Hello, Aravind.
So, why don't you start with something about the university?
Yes, Campbellsville University is a private institution. It's been established since 1906. We have about 5,500 students, not very large, but we do have a large international student body of 1,500. They come from 50 different countries of the world, and it's in a small town. We pride ourselves in the security that we have here, but we also provide a very solid home value system here, and everyone knows everyone. We provide an environment that's very nurturing. I myself am from India. I'm from the Northeast in Nagaland. I've been here since 1985, and like Aravind, I came here to do my education as an international student, and now I am Dean of International Education, and it's a pleasure to be talking to you and to be talking to Aravind.
So, we would like to know more about the PMBA program and how would it be helpful for a student who wants to work and gain a real-time experience while studying.
Yes, our PMBA program is designed to help management students with some professional skills as well as some information technology skill that's integrated into management. And many of the engineers that come our way have to have project management system, understanding of cyber security grids and so on. Programmatically, PMBA it requires about 42 credit hours, and that sort of lasts for about a couple of years. Why this is valuable for IT students is because IT students come very proficient in the engineering skill set, but they may need to learn more about management and how to deal with projects. And so as they come in, we teach them these techniques. But while they're here, we provide opportunities for curricular practical training, which is a immigration's requirement for international students so that they can be in compliance with their visas. They can work while they're in session in CPT program, which means that they can work closely with an employer in the field of technology or in management, so that while they are going to university taking their courses, they can be working. And so that's why PMBA is a very attractive proposition, particularly for STEM students, because STEM students are provided not just 1 year of OPT, which is optional practical training that all international students can apply for, which affords them 12 months of work opportunity in the United States after their education. With PMBA students, because it's the STEM program, they too can have an extension of up to 24 months, which means that after their education they have 36 months in the United States to work. So that's why PMBA program is a very attractive program for our STEM students overseas.
So, what about the accreditation part that you have in Campbellsville University?
Campbell's University is regionally accredited by the American Accreditation Society called SACS. SACS stands for Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, which accredits all of the universities in the southern region, including schools. So we are very much in the vein of University of Kentucky, University of Louisville, Western Kentucky University, Eastern Kentucky University, Center College, Bellarmine University, Lindsey Wilson College, and so on. And we are all part of this consortium where SACS accredits them. And so our regional accreditation provides us oversight into 80 of our programs, but also our School of Business has its own professional accreditation as well by a professional business society. And so you get two kinds of accreditation. We have been accredited since 1906, so we have a long time relationship with our accrediting society. Also, Campbellsville is also what we call SEVP certified institution. By that we mean that the U.S. Immigration has given us accreditation to house international students, not only on our main campus in Campbellsville, but also in our Louisville campus. So anytime we have SEVP certification, we are permitted to issue non-immigrant F1 visa processes so that our students can come in on a non-immigrant visa status. And also we can process scholars from India who can come and lecture and also do research in our midst. So we do J1 visa as well as F1 visa for our students. And in my office, we have at least 5 DSOs who are designated school officials who handle all of the I-20s that's necessary, not only in the initial phase, but also in extensions for CPT, for OPT, for different kinds of application with non-immigrant visas. So that's what we do with our office and our accreditation.
So where would the Indian student be studying, at this main campus or the Louisville campus?
We would prefer our international Indian students to do both main campus and international. For our PMBA, initially we would like for our international students to come to our Louisville campus because that's where most of our students are, our graduate students are. But I'm working with Excella to make it available to Indian students to come to our main campus as well. But in our main campus, we have housing, we have food that's provided that's quite acceptable to our Indian students. But our Louisville campus, they would have to find their own housing. Usually, PMBA program is done in the course of the weekend because in the week they are working in their different industries and different work environments. And so they are gone for 4 days as such, but the 3 days they come into campus and have 24 hours of face-to-face teaching that our professors do. So as a result, our Louisville campus will initially house many of these Indian students.
So the students will be working in the weekdays and getting the classes in the weekends?
Correct. So because most CPT students have a relationship with industry and work communities to work during the daytime, during the week, they have to work and then they come to class on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. Many of them come from many parts of the United States. They come in from Chicago, from Dallas, from let's say Atlanta, from Tennessee, Nashville region. So they are from all over, but they come not only from Hyderabad region origin, but also from places like Delhi origin, and also from Chennai origin, Bangalore origin, and so on, from all over India. And they are distributed in many cities and towns across the United States.
So how many international students do you have, and how many from other different countries are there?
Oh, they are from many different countries. Like I said, not in the PMBA and MSIT program, but in general, our university represents about 50 international countries. From India, we have a very large group for the IT management and PMBA, and so many of these students, we have over 1,500 students, and so sometimes it feels like, oh, this is a big Indian village in this university. And but it's wonderful to be able to have many of the students be a part. But also our second largest intake is from China. From Beijing area, we have a strong relationship with many universities in the region. Another big community would be Brazil, Korea, Japan, and these are the big cities that big countries that we bring a large population of students from.
What would be the admission requirements coming for the English and the bachelor's percentage that they need to have to get an admission?
So for our bachelor's students coming in, they have to have TOEFL. Our TOEFL requirement is 61 points on EBT, which is electronic based testing, or 500 on the traditional manual testing. Also on our IELTS, they have to have a 5.0, which is not a difficult thing for Indians to overcome. These are bachelor numbers. For our PTE, they are expected to have 52 points. That also is manageable by Indian students. However, if they're coming in for the graduate program, they have to have 79 on their a TOEFL score on EBT. They have to have 6.5 in their, IELTS, and then 53 on PTE. And if I may say so, I think PTE might be a good option for Indian students. But when they come in and the proficiency is lacking, we also offer ESL so that we can improve on their English. They can come in straight from India and take ESL, let's say for 1 semester. And once they pass the ESL, they would not need to provide us with TOEFL or IELTS. They can go through ESL. Once they graduate with the ESL scores, then they can go directly back into PMBA if that's a necessity. And so those are the requirements for graduate admittance. Those are the scores that's required. Many of our Mongolian students that come to our MBA program, they don't have English proficiency, so they usually come for ESL for about 1 semester. Some of them have to stay for 2 semesters, but their burden of having English proficiency is less because we have some very proficient and very talented English language teachers that many of them then become proficient at it. Once they matriculate, they go directly into our MBA program. And we follow the same pattern for our Chinese students and also for our Korean and Japanese students.
During our quick tour in the campus, we had a chance to meet with the Career Service Department. So we would like to know what services this Career Service Department will help our international students in finding job or resume preparation. What are the services that they can provide?
Yes. So our Career Service is constantly providing opportunities and platforms for international students to engage in, such as our job fairs, our international fairs. We bring them on campus. Usually we have about 50 some industry that will come into our campus to recruit students for a long-term or a short-term, for a part-time or a full-time job. And our goal is to work with our students to help them learn how to write resumes, learn how to develop interview skills, learn how to develop a relationship with an industry specific to their area of skill set. And our Career Service will help them locate industry to be able to align all of these things. In the end, the student must take upon themselves to go and be a champion of their talent. And because Indian students have a good track record, they are desired students and desired employees by the employment agencies here in Kentucky. And so there are many Fortune industry companies in the region that they can be a part of that are global industries, such as Corning is just about 45 minutes away from here, or Hitachi is just another 45 minutes from here. You can go to Papa John's, which is also a global industry that's working out. We have automobile industry that's not too far away from here, from Korea. So we have many industries in the region that would be most helpful to our Indian students. They are looking for people with IT skills as well as with management skills.
So what is the final suggestion that you would like to give to the students who especially wanted to come to United States and study from India, especially the things that we need to look at it, maybe the accreditation or the admission requirements or the location? What is the suggestion that you would like to give to the students?
I think right now with the geopolitical situation across the world right now, with a lot of nationalism that's going on, that's a difference between how comfortable is an Indian student going into another world, a part of the world. Will they be accepted? Will they be protected? Will they find the environment to be nurturing? Will they find the accreditation to be worth their while to invest in? These are all things that students are looking for. And do they feel like they will be accepted into a community that they can thrive in? I believe that Campbellsville answers all of those questions, because when we have students from 50 different countries, they come here to our doorsteps because they feel safe here. And they know that our accreditation is fully acceptable, just like the accreditation in Harvard or Yale. It's the same kind of accreditation that we receive. And therefore, once they graduate with our accreditation, they are employable in any of the industry throughout the United States. And besides, our cost is very low compared to many of the institutions in our region. in our region, institution costs anywhere from $50,000 per year. Our cost is less than $40,000, which is very affordable in some Indian contexts. So I'm working with Excella Education to provide even further scholarships for our Indian students, as much as $15,000 a year. So if you come through Excella, wow, you will get the scholarship that I think will benefit you. And in addition, we will make sure that all of your needs are taken care of in terms of the airport runs, in terms of your health insurances, in terms of introduction into the various cohorts and communities. We will even take you to many big cities to visit weekends, during spring breaks, during fall breaks, so that you're not isolated, but you are interconnected with the world, whether it's Washington, D.C., New York City, Orlando, Disney World, Miami, Nashville. We go to all of these cities, and we also take them to all of the important junctures in Kentucky that are important historical, landmarks that you will enjoy. And we have kitchens here for our Indian students to cook. We facilitate kitchen for our Chinese students, for our Mongolian students, for our Indian students. They can cook away the curry because our people love to eat curry. Whether it's chapati, naan, different kinds of, if you're a vegetarian, then you have your vegetarian curry. Or if you are a non-vegetarian, your chicken biryani is very, very popular. And I think you will find to be right at home here, far away from your home.
Thank you, Dr. Harlu, for your time and speaking to the students. Hopefully, students, this would be helpful for you to review and check out the website. Thank you.
Thank you.